Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski with you here tonight as Deerfield goes 3-and-out on their opening possession. And that'll give Lourdes an opportunity to start 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. This is the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Just underway, as you can see, 10:27 left to go here in the first quarter. Lourdes is the team in black here tonight, going from our right to our left. And will be under the direction of their quarterback, Wade Lindahl. Takes a snap, comes near side, pass is caught by Dominic Bauer, and he gets inside the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 13 there on their first play of the night. Both teams like to run up-tempo spread offense. Going to work out of the pistol formation. Swing pass, far side, taken this time by Mitchell Wing, and he's across the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line.
And just looking at the flags, Jonathan, looks like the wind certainly has picked up here the last half hour since we were last on the field doing the talking to the coaches. The flags really whipping up. So right now for Lourdes Academy, the wind behind their back, so that certainly could have a factor tonight.
New set of downs here as they work from the right hash mark. Swing pass, near side, Wing. Inside the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line. Tackle made by Bryce Castile for Deerfield. Didn't get a chance to bring you a lot of pregame notes here today, but important game in terms of playoff implications. If Oshkosh Lourdes wins tonight, they are in the field for the playoffs. Deerfield will need a win tonight to stay alive for postseason action.
Yeah, the Demons started a little slowly. Had a nice win last week against St. Mary Catholic, but must win tonight for the Demons.
First run of the night for Lourdes, and it's Braden Stadinsky driving inside the 10-yard or the 15-yard line. Going to be marked at about the 9, so 1st and 10 now for the Knights. They come in stinging a little bit. They lost to Johnson Creek 43-0 last week. Their second loss of the season. Swing pass off the hands of the intended receiver. Was trying to connect with Dominic Bauer there, but wasn't able to bring it in. First incomplete pass for Lourdes here tonight.
Yeah, I had to chuckle when we talked to Kevin Wolpett, the Lourdes Academy head coach. He said nothing positive came out of last week, so this week was a brand new game, clean slate. So that was one of those, you get the film and you delete it right away.
So we've lost our game clock here. As taking it to the end zone for the touchdown. Goes Lindahl. Little play fake in the backfield, and he's able to take it in from 9 yards out, and it is Lourdes on top here quickly, 6-0.
Yeah, beautiful fake by Lindahl. Faked out the Demons defense and got to the right side of the offensive line and cruised in for the first score of the night. Just over 3 minutes into the game, Lourdes Academy up 6-0.
Left-footed kick on the way is good. So make it 7-0 now, Lourdes on top. We'll take a 60-second break here. Hopefully work out a few technical issues, and we'll be back with more of the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week here on The Score.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some. I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back as we wait the kickoff here from Lourdes. Their quick 7-0 lead. And that one's driven into the end zone with a win behind the kicker. And Deerfield will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So Lourdes runs it down goes 51 yards in just about 6 plays there for the opening score. Just trying to get things set here so that game clock stays up for you here. Deerfield, who went 3 and out on their first possession, will take over now. Quick swing pass again out to the far side and brought down is Droback after a very short gain. Bring up a 2nd down here and about 8 for the Demons. As Gary mentioned, they come in on a high note, beat St. Mary Catholic 29-27 last night to pick up just their 2nd win of the season. Anderson sets his line, works out of the pistol formation, and now brings the man in motion, and he'll hand it off to the man coming in motion. That's Zach Hansen trying to turn the corner, stiff arms the man out up across the 30. Credit the tackle on the near side to Braden Stadinsky, a junior defensive back, but not before Deerfield gets their first down of the game, pushing it out to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Hansen, the big playmaker for Deerfield, and that was one of the keys to the game for Coach Wolpat, was trying to contain Hansen, who's got some excellent speed and that breakaway ability, sort of the home run threat anytime he touches the football.
2 receivers set with a tight end lined up as a wing here on the near side. Quick pump fake, now going to go up top, got a man over the extended fingertips, unable to draw it in. Was the intended receiver Droback. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, nice fake. He had Droback just over the outstretched arms of Droback, but that was almost a huge play for Deerfield.
That's one of the things that this quick hit offense sets up when you're throwing all these little receiver screens or quick hitches. One pump fake and the DB jumps on it.
Yeah, and those are the ones you really would love to convert if you're a coach. You set it up perfectly,
yep,
and then just can't execute.
Deerfield going into a stiffening wind here this evening. Pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Getting a hand on that one to deflect it away was Riley Zernzak, a 5'10", 180-pound senior who is listed as a defensive lineman at 5'8", 180.
And I'm not sure about the 180 part.
Yep. A little different than the game you had last week. You mentioned you had Nina and was it Appleton North?
Yeah, it's
a lot of 6'6",
yeah,
320 guys along the line.
Yeah, there's some big boys around the 300 mark, and here I think we're looking maybe lucky if they're 200.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Lourdes Academy here, as they are not lined up properly in the defensive setup. So we will try to take a commercial break here again. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
And as we come back to live action here, they ran a little quick on that timeout, only ran about 30 seconds. Deerfield able to push it out to about the 35-yard line, but that's going to be short of the first down. They're going to be forced to punt here on a 4th down and 6. Back deep to receive is Matt Yagi, a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore for Lourdes. Good snap, little squibber kick down the middle of the field that Yagi will pick up on the run at about the 45-yard line, breaks some tackles, and the little guy's able to get it out to Deerfield territory again. 1st and 10, 48-yard line, so another short field for Lourdes.
Yeah, second time in a row they have start their possession with excellent field position, this time at their Deerfield 48-yard line. Another short-lived drive for Deerfield, and I think that's one of the things talking to their head coach was keep the ball away from Oshkosh Lourdes Academy, and right now not being able to do that. And big defensive stand here for Deerfield, who would hate to go down 2 scores this early in the game.
Quick swing pass, and that is taken by Yagi across the 45 and out to about the 43-yard line. In on the tackle for Deerfield is Eli Key, a 6'3", 165-pound senior. Flag is also down right at the point of the start of the play, and it's going to be against Lourdes, so wipe away that play, and now it'll put them behind the chains coming up here, 1st down and about 17. 1st and 20, 10-yard mark off there. Lourdes signals in their plays from the sideline using the placards. Movement across the line, and it looks like Lourdes is going to get 5 of those yards back. Again, the shortest member of the crew is our white cap referee tonight. My buddy Chuck Hobley, who is about 6'7", he pointed out that he is not the shortest man on his crew, and he's the white cap.
I would hope not.
So I'll make it 1st down here in about 14. Handoff on the jet sweep to Mitchell Wing, and he turns the corner, gets back into Deerfield territory, and then wrapped up with about the 45-yard line. Hallmark of the Wolfpat offense here for the Knights, misdirection, quick timing as well. Bring up a 2nd down and about 6 here for the Knights. Lourdes scored on their opening drive. Now everybody goes to the wristband for a potential audible from the sidelines. And they'll choose to run this time, as busting it up is Stadinsky, getting inside for a gain of about 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and Lourdes moves the chains.
Nice job by the interior line of Lourdes Academy, creating a big hole for Stadinsky, who gets the 1st down as the drive continues for Lourdes.
Deerfield with the size advantage. Pump fake, going far sideline. Pass is caught inside the 15, breaking tackles and down all the way to the 5-yard line.
Wow, what a beautiful pass and catch for the Knights.
So that'll be enough for a 1st down and a goal situation here. Trying to build on that 7-0 lead. Lindahl keeping himself off the left-hand side to the end zone for the touchdown. All right, check that. That was Mitchell Wing taking it in from the left-hand side. And it's 13-0 now, Lourdes Academy.
Yeah, the Knights getting off to a great start here after the 2nd consecutive touchdown, extra point away from making this a 14-0 game with 4:47 to go here still in the 1st quarter.
Snap is good, kick on the way, and that is good as well. 14-0 now, Lourdes on top. We will take a break. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Friday Night Lights here at Titan Stadium. Jonathan Kraus, Gary Brolowski with you on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. And pretty much a dream start for Lourdes Academy here as they're on top of Deerfield. 14-0, scoring touchdowns on both of their opening possessions here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and with pretty easily, as a matter of fact. I think the one thing now for Deerfield, too, is got to get a sustained drive here, get some first downs, give your defense a little time to rest. You know, as we were talking about, Jonathan, before these games, we're so used to the Division I where very rarely players play both ways. Here, pretty much every kid is going both ways. So, you know, you want to take a little bit more time off the clock and give that defense a little bit of rest. Again, another kick into the end zone. So, in field position, all three drives for Deerfield have started at their 20-yard line, where both of Lourdes Academies have been right near midfield.
Yep.
So
49-yard touchdown drive, and then the last one was a 48-yard touchdown drive. So easy to win. Plus, they had the wind behind their back for those as well. Made the passing easier. So let's see if Deerfield can respond. Down 2 touchdowns. Coming out of their usual three receiver set. Long hold in the backfield, and finally they release to the running back, Droback, and he is dropped a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Make it 2 yards back. Second down and 12 coming up now. Long time the ball was in the gut there. That's a long read. It's got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, just allowed the Lourdes Academy defenders to get great pursuit to the football for a loss of 2. And again, the Demons putting themselves in tough position with the second and long again. Just having a lot of trouble being productive on first down here tonight.
Coach Wopat said they were a good screen team, but I only recall them throwing 1 so far. They'll hand it off. Droback will try off the left-hand side, stumbles across the 20 and out to about the 23-yard line. It's wrapped up and driven back there. So now another third down and long here for the Demons. Already down 2 touchdowns.
What a time between plays here. We'll be surprised if we don't get a delay of game.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye here on the back judge, who's in charge of the play clock, if you will. It's in his head. Now he's indicating that there are 5 seconds left here before the play clock expires. Count is on, but they're able to get the snap off. Straight drop, Anderson, a lot of time, throws near sideline, pass is caught across the 40-yard line. Going up and bringing it down is Declan Pullman. And he's got size. Well, actually, he does not have size. He's listed as 5'8", 140 as just a sophomore. Seems like he looks a little taller than that, doesn't he?
I think that was Eli Key, Jonathan.
Oh, there we go. That's why. 6'3". Yeah.
And he used that 6'3" frame nicely. Went up high, got the high point of the ball, and a huge first down for the Demons.
Finding out here tonight, working from the Titan Stadium press box, I need to improve the strength of my eyeglass prescription. They'll give it around on the jet sweep. That's Zach Hansen off left side out to about the 45-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play.
And truthfully, Deerfield numbers much easier than the Knights, especially on the far side of the field. Lourdes Knights, some of those numbers, when you get way across there, a little tough to see. We'll do the best we can to get you the right player.
The house is 3 blocks away. Why don't you just run, knock on the door, say he needs his birding classes. Just a 2-receiver set this time. And they'll give it off And the running back pierces through there. That's Finn Draxler out across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line. Most impressive offensive drive so far tonight of Deerfield.
Yeah, first carry of the night for Draxler, right up the middle. Nice job by the center and 2 guards to create that nice hole. So back-to-back first downs here for the Demons as they got a nice drive going. First time tonight they've entered Lourdes Academy territory.
Anderson and Draxler talk in the backfield. And now resets on the right-hand side. Play fake, he'll get it again. And gets spun down across the 40 out to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, same play. Not as good a success, but again, at least some positive yardage on first down.
Clock winding down. May get one more play in here before the end of the quarter. Deerfield chooses to run their quarterback sideline to get the play from the offensive coordinator and then back to the huddle. And usually you see teams who run spread, they like to get into their formation as soon as possible to basically lock the defense in. Anderson, quick slant, that's behind the intended receiver, incomplete. Tried to hit Key again on the left-hand side.
Had him open, just a little behind him again. Just the timing a tad off right now for the Demons on those slant patterns to the outside.
And again, Deerfield working against the wind here in the first quarter. And looks like they will choose to run one more play. Oh, the clock has stopped, so they'll have to. Get so used to some of those pro and college rules where set the clock back in motion. Play fake, swing near side, incomplete. Pass intended for Zach Hansen.
Dangerous pass there for Deerfield, putting Hansen in a tough spot. Now we got a injury on the.
One of the DBs that came up and delivered the blow there to bust up the play is down. Give us an opportunity to talk about what's coming up next week here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. And that will be right back here at Titan Stadium with Oshkosh North playing host to Oshkosh West in the Crosstown Showdown. Pregame at 6:50, kick at 7 o'clock. Gary, you here for that one too?
I'll be back.
All right.
Same spot, same channel.
Yep. Make sure that we don't use that cord to try to hook up to the internet. Little did we know. Injured player making his way off the field. Mason Carpenter, a 5'9", 148-pound linebacker. So it brings up a fourth down now for the Demons. And already down 2 touchdowns. They're going to choose to go for it here from the night 40-yard line. Bunch formation. We're going to see the Jalen Hurts push. No, I guess not. Fake the pitch, rolls near side, pass is caught underneath. Got a ways to go, and it's going to be close.
I think just short, Jan. It's going to be, real close. Let's see where they spot the ball.
Pass was caught by Bryce Jones, a junior running back who was lined up as a wing in that formation. And they needed to get to the 32, and they got him marked at the 33. And Lourdes defense forces the turnover on downs. An opportunity to run a couple more plays here with the wind behind them. Actually, that was a little bit closer than I thought. Well, now I'm confused. Yeah, there we go. They had it initially marked closer to the 32, and I'm like, wait a minute, that is a first down. But then he moved it back to the 33-yard line. So here comes Lourdes, already up 14-0. Pass down the middle, that's intercepted. Picked off and running free is Eli Key to the far sideline and dragged down at about the 25-yard line. Read the quarterback's eyes all the way on that one.
Yeah, Lourdes Academy, I think they just wanted to try to take advantage of that win again. Now with 9 seconds to go, but Key did a good job, as you mentioned. Jonathan saw the route right in front of him, cut it off, and made a nice catch. And now Deerfield with by far their best field position of the night with 9 seconds here to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, when you run those deep crossing routes, you've got to make sure that the safety isn't able to undercut the route, and that is exactly what Key did. So just like that, it's almost like Deerfield converted the 4th down on the previous play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pick up about 10 extra yards there on Key's return. Handoff, wrapped up, brought down in the backfield is Droback after not even getting back to the line of scrimmage. Going to see a loss of 2, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Score at the end of 1, Lourdes 14, Deerfield Academy nothing, back in 60 seconds. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Getting set for second quarter action here at Titan Stadium. Jonathan Kraus and Gary Berlowski with you tonight on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. It's Lourdes Academy on top, 14-0, but Deerfield with their deepest offensive penetration of the night here, and they will now have the wind behind them for this second quarter. Austin Anderson is the quarterback. Jackson Droback with him in the backfield. They send a man in motion near side. Pump fake. Anderson, plenty of time, lofts one up near sideline, overthrows the intended receiver, Bryce Jones. Got in behind the defensive back, but the pass a little bit too strong. They bring up a 3rd down and 12.
Definitely 4-down territory here for the Demons, but certainly like to convert. If not, set up a much more manageable 4th down here at 3rd and 12 right now for Deerfield.
Don't see a lot of long field goals at this level. Anderson sends his man in motion, and now we get a whistle and a timeout.
Yep.
Taken from the Deerfield sideline. They did not like what they saw out there. So we'll take one as well. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Taking a look at what Deerfield has done so far this season. Open up the year with a nice win over Dodgeland, and then it was a tough stretch there, losing 4 consecutive. Not updated here, but they did beat St. Mary Catholic in their last game. So they come into tonight with a bit more momentum than Lourdes. We mentioned that Lourdes lost to Johnson Creek last week, 43-0 on the road. Little pitch forward as Zach Hansen will try to bring it back near side. Gets across the 20. Stumbles down to about the 16-yard line.
Interesting play. It worked, though. They got about 11 of those 12 yards back, and they're going to set up either a 3rd and long 1, maybe 3rd and 2. Nice job by Hansen. He does a really good job just finding the hole and getting positive yardage every time he's touched the ball tonight.
That's one of those modern things I don't understand. Pitching it 1 yard forward. Why not just hand it off? But that's me. I'm old.
Old school.
Whoa, is this an I formation? Holy cow. Send one receiver out to the side. Anderson keeps it himself. Tried to go to the outside. Gets wrapped up and driven back and they will not convert on another fourth down. So that was not the Jalen Hurts push,
No,
which has become like the thing to do on short yardage now.
and that might have been a better thing to do when you
Yeah.
pick out a sneak to the, and a good job by the defensive end for Lourdes Academy for containment, but it really had no place to go as Anderson sort of ran right into him. I mean, with I formation, much rather I'd do it the old-fashioned way between the center and the two guards and try to have those three guys get you at least a little bit of push instead of taking a quarterback sneak outside. Just too risky. And
Yep. Or give it to your fullback.
Or that.
Nice pass, slot receiver breaks free across the 30 now to about the 35-yard line. Reception by Jacques Makiros, a 6'2", 157-pound senior.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating, too, for Deerfield. You get the big turnover on the key interception, got great field position, and get yourself in a very manageable fourth down, but then just can't convert.
Handoff dropped in the backfield for maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Going to be a loss of 1, bring up a half-yard gain. Second down and long 9 now. Trips left on this set, but they'll run out of that formation again and driven backwards again after a very short gain. Maybe out to about the 37.
Yeah, number 52, the last two plays, has done a great job, and unfortunately on my roster, Jonathan,
That's correct. Player not listed.
there is no number 52, so unfortunately can't tell you who that is. But he's made two great plays the last two.
Yeah, just wait till he has the strip sack and takes it in for a touchdown here on the next play. Great job, 52. Our old friend Wade Bates, he has a catalog of player not on your roster having great nights. Pass batted down at the line of scrimmage there. We do have a number and a name. No, we don't. That's number 61. Don't know who that is.
Well, speaking of old, Wade is pretty old and has seen his fair share of high school football games throughout the state of Wisconsin. So I'm sure he's got a story or two to tell about broadcasting across the state here.
Fourth down and 8 coming up, and Lourdes will choose to punt.
Now Wade's a good guy. Worked with Wade here a few years ago and does an awesome job for high school sports.
Short punt. What a nice bounce moving forward, and it'll trickle just inside the 35-yard line. So Deerfield to take over. Lourdes, who scored on their first couple of possessions, have been denied on their last 2, and it remains 14-0.
Jonathan, we got these huge stands here in front of us.
Yep.
And just, seating everywhere possible.
Yep.
But we got like a group of, I'm going to say 4th or 5th grade girls that are, I'm sure you can hear them in the background. And the Hush Gosh Lourdes coaches are next to us. They also have the windows open, and they're not very happy with them either. So we'll see if they move. I don't.
It might be one of the dads. You never know.
I don't want to be that grumpy old guy, but get off my yard.
Anderson being flushed out now, forced to run. Going to try to turn it up. Takes a big hit. Coming in to deliver the blow. I believe that was Remy Force with the sack. It's going to be in the backfield, so he'll get credit with a sack. There's a couple of forces on the team. Remy and Vinny, they're both juniors, 6 foot tall. Remy, the slightly larger of the two, he's 212. Vinny is 207. As mentioned, Lourdes a relatively small team. In fact, Lane Bradley, one of their 6'3" juniors, 245. That's the biggest kid on the team. So brings up a second down and 11. Anderson will ham it off, drill back across the 35, and then drilled backwards.
Yeah, Coach Wopet in our pregame talk, this is one thing we talked about the size is Deerfield came out, he goes, we're used to it. Every game we're usually the smallest team on the field, but as you mentioned, they're tough, and they're definitely tough and fast, and a lot of times quickness will beat strength and also where you position. Stay low and fast, and that's what we've seen tonight with the defensive line for Lourdes. Not very big, but very quick off the ball, and as Coach Wopat said, they are tough kids.
Max Benke with the tackle there. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 now for Deerfield. Anderson working out of the shotgun. Plenty of time now under pressure. Lofts near side, and the pass is out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say that he got a foot in.
Wow.
Looked to me like he landed both feet at the same time, one in, one out. And I think we're going to have a little conversation. Nope, guess not. So a nice job by Eli Key to get that foot in bounds.
Yeah, he's had some big plays tonight, both sides of the ball. 2 great catches. He's using his 6'3" frame, got the interception there. Beautiful catch right in front of the Lourdes Academy. And all you need in high school is 1 foot down, and the side judge right on top of it, and he marked 1st down right away.
So Deerfield into Lourdes territory again for their 3rd possession in a row. Still looking for their first points, and now we get a flag fly.
Encroachment.
Yep. So make it 1st and 5 now for Deerfield. Their problem has been converting 4th downs so far tonight. You know, the interesting thing is we actually have a play clock here at Titan Stadium. So every time the quarterback looks out, I still got 40 seconds.
It doesn't move.
No. 4 receivers set this time. And Anderson out of the shotgun. Straight drop, comes near side. That one is out of bounds. Believe Zach Hansen was the intended receiver. Would have needed a step ladder to go get that one.
Yeah, it was well over Zach's head, almost into the crowd.
Yep.
And the crowd is a ways away from the field, so that tells you how far that pass went over his head.
And our press box is another quarter mile beyond that. 2nd down 5 now for Deerfield. Although it's a more spacious of the press boxes we're going to use all year, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Anderson takes the snap, rolls right, looking, under pressure, throws. Got a receiver far sideline. He's wide open inside the 10 and stays in bounds for the touchdown.
No, they're going to mark him out.
No, they're going to say went out at the 6.
Beautiful pass by Anderson. His best pass of the night, rolling out there. A little bit of pressure, through a strike
To Hansen.
Yep. And just tiptoed and just, again, got that foot right on the chalk in instead of 6, 1st and goal. And that could be a key play as to see now if Deerfield can convert on 1st and goal.
Yep. That's one of those where I never heard a whistle.
No, I didn't either.
So that's why I went on the assumption that he had stayed in bounds. Then the official came running in down the sideline. Late handoff, little draw play up the middle down to about the 2-yard line. As Droback hammers that one down there. Bring up a 2nd down and goal now for Deerfield.
See if Deerfield will keep them spread out. Try to, again, run inside in that spread formation.
The new definition of power football, you mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got so excited when I saw an I formation there for a minute.
And probably see why they don't run it off.
Yeah. Anderson still out of the shotgun. Lure's trying to jump the snap count, and that's an easy one, taking it into the end zone as Jackson Droback, and it's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, nice play call by Deerfield there as I think the inside linebacker for Lourdes Academy had the run blitz, but went right past the nose guard and left sort of the left side of the line, and a nice job by Deerfield's left side of the line, creating a huge hole as Droback could walk in on that one, and we're an extra point away from making this a 7-point game for the Demons.
You know, I look over there, Deerfield does not have many kids on the bench, but there's a whole bunch of people out there on the field who aren't on the roster. Snap bobbled, kick on the way, and it is still good by a player not listed on your roster. So that'll make it 14-7, and we'll be back in about 60 seconds here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
And as we come back to live action, the kickoff goes through the return man. He's going to take it all the way back into the end zone. And now very little space to go as a flag flies late as well. So Lourdes Academy is going to be starting very deep in their own territory, up 14-7.
Yeah, I think we're going to block in the back, so half the distance to the goal line. So, yeah, that was a crazy kick, a squib kick that with this sports turf just took a crazy hop over pretty much two of the lines, and really nothing the return guy could do as it rolled back, and he had to bring it out, and nice job by Deerfield on the cover, and just we talked about the great field position Lourdes Academy had on their first two drives. Well, can't get much worse right now than this.
Yep, backed up to their own 2-yard line. Wind in their faces here as that has picked up since the game started here tonight. They'll keep it on the ground and push it out to about the 4-yard line at the most. Gain of 2 on the play. Brady Ridenauer, the ball carrier, a 6'1", 195-pound sophomore. They're going to give him forward progress to the 5, second down and 7 now for the Knights. Little swing pass this time. And trying to turn the corner, making some people miss, and diving out forward is Ryder Mullen. So he gets out to about the 12-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if they give him enough, and they do.
They do.
So a little breathing room now for Lourdes Academy. You mentioned the sport turf here at Titan Stadium, and David Bakhtiari's comments to the national media sparking a debate whether or not high schools should be playing on this same turf surface. In trouble and brought down on the backfield is Lindahl, as that time he chose to keep it himself on the read option and gets dropped.
Yeah, I think it's just financially for a lot of schools, it's just so much, against the initial investment is a lot, but just the maintenance down the road and the usage too. So, so many different sports can use it, and, grass in Wisconsin, especially in football season, can get chopped up, can get frozen, can get, so I think, that's why you're seeing more and more high schools in our area going to the turf, just because financially, it makes the most sense.
Yep, you can use it for football and soccer. And by this time of the year, it would be so chewed up that it wouldn't be any safer than what we're playing on tonight.
And you have multiple teams using it. So, a lot of these fields, it's just not one school.
3rd and 12. Nice slant pass, and that's caught out across the 35-yard line goes Stadinsky. Pass a little bit behind him and able to track it. Brought it in with both hands in stride. And a nice gain of about 23 on the play. Now we're going to get a whistle here.
I think a sideline warning for Lourdes Academy. Just tell them to back up a little bit.
Yep. Where's the get back coach? Let's get Corey Benke on that. Come on, coach. Remember, this drive for Lourdes Academy started on their own 2-yard line after a botched kickoff return. Pistol formation look, and they will run it. Big hole out across midfield and down to about the 45-yard line. Ridenauer, his best run of the night. Gain of 15 on the play. It'll get Lourdes Academy back into Deerfield territory again.
Yeah, Lourdes Academy, great rhythm on this drive. Nice mixture of the run and the pass, and really excellent drive here starting at their own 2-yard line.
Ridenauer again, they got something going here up the middle of the offensive line, out down about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, these are the type of drives you know, establish the run, and all of a sudden you get the play action pass and for the big play.
By the way, I have to give a shout out to our friend Justin Wilson at WisSports.net. Travis Wilson, excuse me. Justin was the Cajun cook, sorry. Swing pass, and that is caught out there by Makiros, who gets across the 35, and that should be enough for another Lourdes first down. He has a roster on his website with the actual players on it here for Deerfield.
Yeah, much better than the one that was given to us here at the game.
The old Okie Doke roster that they gave to Lourdes to pass out to everybody.
Yeah, he's got a great website. Use it all the time.
Send a man in motion. And a little quarterback keeper this time, as going forward is Lindahl inside the 20, dragging men down inside the 15. Some power running there by the quarterback. Keep the same offensive group out there, just waiting to get the sticks reset here on the far sideline.
Yeah, great answer for the Knights after Deerfield got on the board for the first time, and now had the momentum, but certainly now Lourdes Academy taking that momentum right away.
Handoff, Ridenauer straight up the middle again, down to about the 11-yard line. Again, Lourdes going into the wind here tonight, started at their own 2-yard line on this drive.
And other than Stadinsky 23-yard catch, been able to do most of the damage on the ground.
Yep. You know, I look over there, Deerfield's got what, maybe 10 kids on the bench?
And another encroachment by Deerfield. Yeah, they got a small number of kids out for football.
Now you wonder if it might be injuries as well that has kind of depleted the numbers, but you don't even see a lot of guys over there in street clothes. Pistol formation on 2nd and 1, and this time keeping himself up the middle to the end zone for the touchdown goes Lindahl. A 98-yard touchdown drive by the Knights, and they regain at least a 13-point lead. Extra point yet to come.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drive by the Knights, and the assistant coaches next to us shaking hands and giving fist bumps to each other. Very satisfied with the play calling on that one.
Yagi on to attempt his 3rd extra point of the night. Snap good, kick is good as well. 21-7, Lourdes Academy on top. We will take a break. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's video stream game, Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, and of course, Fox Communities Credit Union, title sponsor of our Game of the Week. Lourdes Academy, as mentioned, 98 yards on that touchdown drive into the wind. Let's see how far Yagi, who has kicked 3 into the end zone, going the other way with the wind behind, how far he'll be able to get it down. Oh, look at this. Little squib onside kick is recovered by Lourdes.
But out of bounds. They couldn't.
Oh.
They had it, and it couldn't
Yep.
see the player. He just couldn't. Number 3.
Yeah, he slid in to get the ball, and his feet touched the line before he gained possession. Nathan Lewin. That was a very creative onside kick because Yagi, the regular kicker, was still backing up yet to get to his run spot.
And it was Dominic Bauer, number 2.
Yes.
It was executed perfectly. Just unfortunately, they just couldn't come down. It totally caught Dearborn by surprise. So almost great special teams play by the Knights.
We almost had a video clip to send into Sports Center there. Check out this onside kick. So now Deerfield set up with good field position here, 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Down by 14 again. Anderson straight drop, his flags fly, pass across middle, incomplete.
Yeah, we're going to get illegal motion on Hanson. He just took off a little bit before the snap. In Canada, that would have been okay. not in the United States.
One thing that surprised me last week, and I'm sure you saw it in, what was it, the Thursday or the Monday night game between the Patriots and the Dolphins, where the Patriots ran a man on a field goal attempt parallel to the line of scrimmage and then cut in to block the kick easily.
Oh, yeah, which sort of kills me with the NFL is that's legal, where you got coming at full speed.
But again, parallel to the line. I know you're upset about Quay Walker, but they changed that after what's-his-name with Seattle blocked 100 kicks, running and jumping. Anyway, back here, 2nd down and 10. Anderson under pressure. Nice little dump down pass, but we're going to have men all over the place illegally downfield. This is coming back.
Yeah, another penalty on
as
Deerfield.
Drexler was able to punch it all the way down to about the 38-yard line, but there's a flag right in the middle. Anytime you have a screenplay like that and it takes too long to develop, half the offensive line is already 5 yards downfield. No, actually a hold is what the call is going to be. Either way, it's coming back.
Yeah, negates a nice play, and Coach Wolpat talked about that. They are very good with the screens, and it was well executed other than the hole, and I think that was just one of the linemen who right away just grabbed instead of blocking, just probably to protect his quarterback.
And where that hold it took place, looking at about a 2nd down and a 22 here for Deerfield. Ball back at their own 38-yard line. They send the back in motion away, and Anderson's going to try to run off the right-hand side, slides down at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that was a broken play or a designed run, but wasn't a whole lot over there.
It looked like a designed run. It sets up a 3rd and 20.
Yep.
Each team with 2 timeouts, so just going to go probably be just under 2 minutes here in the 2nd quarter when this ball is snapped. See how the Knights will play this, and also if Dearborn is just going to be content to run the ball and make the Knights use the timeout instead of trying to pass and maybe get a timeout, which will stop the clock.
It will be Lourdes Academy ball to start the 2nd half of play. Anderson, straight drop, slant pass over the intended receiver and then through the hands of the defensive back as well. Johnny Santiago unable to pull that one in for the pick.
Yeah, just again, Key was at a great game. Couldn't catch that one, just threw his hands on a high pass, and Santiago almost there for the deflection. But see now, it'll be definitely a punting situation here for Dearborn, who had trouble punting into the wind, but this time a lot different with a strong wind behind the punter's back.
Snap is good, and they're able to get it off. Wow, nice catch there. Is getting hands on it was Mitchell Wing. He's across the 30, cuts inside and down at about the 38-yard line. So a minute 31 left to go before halftime. As you mentioned, Lourdes with 2 timeouts remaining. So we'll see how aggressive they choose to be, up 21-7 here, and getting the ball to start the 2nd half. Always look to double up whenever you can.
Yeah.
Score at the end of the 1st half, get the ball back, and score again. Keep that defense out there a long time. They'll come right into the formation off the sideline here. work out of the pistol. And they'll just hand it off. But Ridenour's got room again up the middle out to about the 45-yard line. Lourdes will hurry up, get back on the line of scrimmage here for his second down and about 3. Straight drop, far side, pass is caught, past the sticks. That'll be enough for a first down. Should stop the clock as well. Pass caught far side by Makiros again. So first and 10 now at the Lourdes 49. Clock starts again. As we move under a minute. Straight drop, flushed out, flag flies. We have holding in the backfield as Lindahl is able to pick up the first down, but again, this one's coming back. And that was deep, deep in the backfield. And here in high school, penalties are marked off from the spot, not from the original line of scrimmage. So this is going to be almost a 20-yard penalty for as deep as Lindahl was when the hold occurred.
It was nice last week, Jonathan. We were at the new Rocket Stadium. The official even had a microphone,
Nice.
so it could announce the penalties. It was
Yep.
very, very professional over there.
In Fox Crossing. Straight drop again. They set up a center screen, and another hold is going to be
Yeah.
called in the backfield.
That's too bad. Yeah, it's going to great play, well executed, but again, I think either the left tackle or left guard, both could have been either one of them. He's trying to plead his case.
Yeah.
but I think now maybe you just run out the clock and
Yes.
take your 14-point lead into the locker room, and as you mentioned, they get the ball to start the second half.
It's still first down.
Yeah.
It'll be first and 35, but it's still first down. Should mark it off here. First and 30 now.
That's too bad. I mean, that was a very well-executed middle screen.
Yep.
And, I think the lineman probably when he sees that in film just for sure didn't have to do that.
And here's Ridenour, and he's got room. And he gets back about 15 of the 30. And now Lourdes Academy will choose to take a timeout.
Yeah, why not?
Interesting here. 33 seconds left, and it will be a second down, so you never know. As mentioned before, we'll be back here next week for the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Oshkosh North versus Oshkosh West in a Fox Valley Association showdown. The Crosstown showdown, as a matter of fact. Oshkosh West, a little something different. Initially, we were going to have their game tonight as they are taking on Appleton East, but they've decided to move it over to the new on-campus field. I'm not going to call it a stadium. It's just a field. And special dedication for that tonight. Richard Moronk was a longtime coach at Oshkosh West, and the field is named, and track is named in his honor. They did bring in some portable stands for fans tonight, but for the most part, everyone was encouraged to bring a lawn chair and sit around the field.
Yeah, my son plays JV soccer for Appleton North, and they played there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And again, very small stands, but awesome field. I was very impressed with the field.
Brand new field turf, under pressure. Lindahl gets away from 1, from 2, from 3. Still on his feet, manages to get across midfield, and then gets tripped up at about the 49-yard line. Great individual effort there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think they just had one small set of bleachers, and then I think too a lot of the grass was still being planted. But again, a lot of room around the football field, so if you certainly bring your lawn chair and a cozy atmosphere over there.
Here's the thing, and I actually had to call a game when Appleton West opened up their new on-campus field a few years back. Did the radio call of a game, but it turns out that they didn't have power available for my equipment. So they had a post down in the right-hand corner of the end zone that I had to plug into, and they gave me a table and a chair. Now try to imagine calling action 110 yards away and having no perception of where the ball is on the field. That was a world-class night. Speaking of our friend Wade Bates,
Yes.
he once called a game from the sidelines walking along with the line of scrimmage, and he had just a portable broadcast unit on his hip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was one of those small town call games, where there was no room in the press box and no room in the stands. So he literally called it from the sideline, like a sideline reporter. 3rd down and 8 here for Lourdes Academy with 22 seconds left to go. Hopefully Wade's watching tonight. Talking about him a lot. Lindahl under pressure, now across the line of scrimmage, so he's forced to run, and he will pick up the 1st down and take a shot out of bounds, but they're going to say everybody's momentum there carried them out. Did they give him enough for the 1st? They aren't moving the sticks up.
The line
Yeah, there we
judge-
go.
Yeah, line judge in front of us is pointing that way. So, I got 15 seconds.
Chance for a couple of deep
Yeah.
shots here. Lourdes Academy does still have 1 timeout left. So they can use the middle of the field if they choose. Again, strong wind into their face right now, so unlikely we'll see a field goal attempt before halftime. Straight drop, throws near sideline, got a man and gets knocked away, but a pass interference is going to be called. Intended receiver was, let's see, that was Dominic Bauer. And in high school football, pass interference is 15 yards. It is not a spot foul. And it leaves 9 seconds left here in the first half. I know everybody gets excited when a deep pass and there's interference, but you do not get it at that spot. Which to me, in a pro rule, is foolish as well. You're always making the assumption that the receiver was going to catch it regardless of the interference. Probably time for 2 plays here since Lourdes has a timeout left. Lindahl, straight drop, plenty of time, comes near side, pass is caught. Receiver needs to get down here, and finally ball comes loose, but they're going to say forward progress had stopped as Jock Makiros made the catch, and it appears that time has run out on the first half. Yeah, need to go down there. So our score at halftime, Lourdes Academy 21, Deerfield 7. We'll come back here with the second half programming. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
As a business owner, you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your success is built by the sweat of your brow. And if small business is the backbone of America, isn't it about time someone had your back? At Fox Communities Credit Union, we believe our community's business owners deserve more than just a line of credit and great rates. You deserve a business partner who listens, a business partner who's got your back. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life and business happen.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium. Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski here with you on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Lourdes Academy got off to a quick start, scoring on their first two possessions of the night to take a 14-0 lead. Deerfield answered with a drive of their own, culminating with a touchdown early in the second quarter, and then Lourdes Academy getting one more TD about midway through that period for a 21-7 lead. Taking a look at Lourdes here, they're going to get the ball to start the second half, and what do you expect they may be coming out with?
Again, I think what they, I was really impressed with how they started the first two times they had the ball touchdowns, but even more importantly, that 98-yard drive was just a beautiful drive, a great run, great mixture of run and pass, mainly on the run going into a very strong wind, but they went 98 yards and capped off by a touchdown run. I think what we're expecting is more of that, Jonathan. Just again, I think they've established the short passing attacks, had success, and they've been able to run the football between the tackles and between the guards. So I think again, for Deerfield, you think they have again, they had one really good drive, and then they had. I thought they had the momentum on their side. They had that crazy kick that pinned Lourdes Academy down to the 2-yard line after a penalty. So you thought maybe, boy, if they stop them there, they're going to have great field position, could tie it up. But then, as I said, the 98-yard drive was a thing of beauty and really, took the momentum back into Lourdes Academy favor. So, I was really impressed with how Coach Wopat, utilized both, the short passing game early and then really into the wind, the running game really came alive.
I thought for having the smaller of the offensive and defensive lines, for the most part tonight, Lourdes Academy has dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they did, especially in the second quarter. And again, I think part of that, we talked about the lack of numbers for Deerfield. Small, size-wise, they have decent size, but number-wise, I think they maybe have 21, maybe 22 total players on their team. And that's tough, when you got every guy playing both ways and, you're getting beat up in the trenches. And Lourdes Academy took advantage. Again, it's a smaller line, but I think quicker. And, as Coach Wopat, he kept using the word tough to us in our pregame chat. And they certainly are a tough offensive and defensive line on both sides of the football for the Knights.
Just a reminder of what is at stake for Lourdes Academy here tonight. If they win, that'll be their 4th conference victory of the season, and that will guarantee them a spot in the WIAA playoffs. As for Deerfield, they're on the line right now. They already have 3 losses on the year, so another in conference. So another loss tonight drops them to 4 losses, meaning their best conference record will be 3-4. I saw that Travis Wilson a couple of days ago X'd out, that I believe last year 24 teams with such a losing record still made the playoffs. So it doesn't eliminate you, but it makes it very difficult to get into the postseason with that 3-4 conference record. One thing that's going to be nice with the realignment all the way around next year is that all conferences are going to be the same size. So hopefully that'll cut back on some of these 3-4 teams making the playoffs, or 2-5 teams making the playoffs, or teams that won 2 games all year making the playoffs, but 2 were in conference and they only have 6 conference games. And again, we could cut the playoff field by 2/3 and no one would notice. Taking a look at some other scores around the area tonight, Oconto Falls is on top of Clintonville 38-12. That game is at halftime. Notre Dame Academy leads Menasha 21-7. Menasha has been catching the momentum here mid-season as they got into conference play. They've been rolling a lot of people, but this was expected to be the big game in the Bay Conference, and they are down to Notre Dame 21-7 at the break. Port Washington on top of Plymouth 20-7 in action this evening. Haven't really found a lot of stuff from Northeast Wisconsin listed from our friends on Twitter covering games throughout the area.
had a couple of scores texted to me, Jonathan.
Okay.
Kimberly at the half leading Nina 7-0, and Kaukauna at the half, surprisingly, a low scoring. They're leading Appleton North 7-0 at Appleton North. Appleton East leading Oshkosh West at the half 15-13, and Fond du Lac was up 28-0 over Oshkosh North in the second quarter. So that pretty gives you the FA, but a couple big games.
Yep.
Boy, you mentioned Kimberly and Nina. It sounds like that's a defensive battle. Kimberly scored, I think, in the second quarter.
I can update your update. It's now 14-0 according to the Kimberly Twitter account. So
water it. So yeah, Nina again, they had a big win over Appleton North, and I think North defense is outstanding. I think offense is where they struggle a little bit throwing the football, and I think tonight Kaukauna, who had a shootout last week over Oshkosh West, and a crazy game that went, I think it was 42-35 if I can't remember correctly. Now they're at the half shutting out Appleton North 7-0. So right now Kimberly in the driver's seat with the still undefeated, and if they win tonight, still have, I believe, Appleton North in the final game of the season.
Yep. But if the Lightning were to trip up, then Kimberly would have their ticket punched already as the conference champions. So,
yeah, especially if they beat Nina, and then Kaukauna though still would be one game out.
That's true.
They would need some help.
So we're just about set to begin the second half action. As you can see, it'll be Lourdes Academy getting the ball, and then now Deerfield to try an onside kick, and diving on top of it is Lourdes Academy. Wow. As that whole thing happened like it was on super slow-mo. Do you have the camera in the right setting there, Gary?
I did. It was a bit of a surprise. It took forever. It did get to the it got past the 10-yard mark.
Yeah, but Deerfield didn't attack the football.
No, they didn't.
All right, so Lourdes Academy, that's the second onside kick we've seen tonight. Lourdes Academy attempted one after one of their touchdown drives. That was very creative, but they weren't able to recover in bounds.
Little trickery they used on theirs, with the kicker faking it. And
Lindahl keep it himself off left side, and he's got room inside the 40. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, I think that's going back to that 98-yard drive. I think they got Lindahl involved a little bit more in the running game. He cracked off some nice runs from the quarterback position, and he's got again, I've been very impressed with his arms, and some beautiful passes, but also not afraid to run. And right now, Lourdes Academy already driving inside Dearborn. You can see that Deerfield territory.
There you go. Lindahl keep it himself again. Off the left side with room, dancing through the defense and down to about the 21-yard line.
Same exact play for Lourdes Academy, and even a little better success there for Lindahl, as he did a nice job following his blockers and getting just about a gain of 20 for Wade.
Lourdes working with the wind behind them here again in this third quarter. This is the direction that they scored on their first two drives of the night as well. This time Lindahl will throw. A little slant pass is caught. And turning across the 15-yard line is Jacques Makiros. Looks like a gain of about 8. So the Lourdes coming out firing here on offense to begin the second half. You can just kind of see here, these Deerfield kids are really run down. They're hands on hips, slow back to the line of scrimmage. Kind of a tight formation here is the handoff. And with room up the middle to the end zone, touchdown. That is Brady Ridenauer. And Lourdes making it look easy here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, not even minute 16 into the third quarter. They travel 51 yards to make this a 27-7 game. Again, nice job with the mainly run, 3 runs and 1 pass on that touchdown, capped off by the Ridenauer touchdown run for the Knights.
Matt Yagi on for his 4th extra point attempt of the night. Snap good, kick on the way, and it is good. 28-7 now, Lourdes Academy on top. We'll take a break. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
And wouldn't you know it, we go a little bit long here on the break. They're giving us less than a minute. Lourdes decides to go with an onside kick, and they recover in Deerfield territory. So Lourdes Academy will keep the offense on the field here, up 28-7.
I tell you that it's one thing. The Knights got that onside kick down. They a lot of times at the high school, college level, they really struggle. But we've seen two excellent. Let's see. I mean, the officials now chatting.
Well, it definitely went the 10 yards that were required. Did the recoverer run with it downfield? Because as soon as he gets possession of the ball, it's a dead ball. You cannot advance an onside kick.
Now, it looked like they fell right on top of it.
And remember, we kick off from the 40 in high school football, so it did need to make the 50-yard line. The recovery was made at the 53 at the 47.
Giving it to
Yep. They're still pointing in the direction of Lourdes Academy ball. So we're good to go. This is where we need your mic'd up refs.
Yeah. Nice explanation would be helpful.
Where's Sean Hockley when you need him? Now apparently we're waiting for, I'm not sure what, to get started here. This is one of the bigger problems in high school football. Communication between the officials takes a long, long time. They've streamlined it, NFL and college now, with everyone having the earpiece and the microphone. So here we go. Lourdes Academy getting it right back. Lindahl wrapped up, brought down for a sack. Getting into the backfield to bring him down. Man, we still have player without on roster here. Dang it. Thought we had that fixed.
Another great play by 52.
Yep, 52 having a good night here, on one of the few on the Deerfield defense having a good night. Wish we could give him credit for who he is. Second down 13, Lindahl deep drop, and there's the middle screen again. Lourdes had an offensive lineman about 10 yards downfield. This one's coming back. the side judge over here, I think he was surprised by how far downfield. No, they're going to wave it off. Interesting. Unless he had declared himself eligible before the play started. Usually we get a signal if non-eligible players on the end of the line. Anyway, so nice pickup there by Lourdes. Brings up a third down now and a manageable 3. Might be 4-down territory the way the game's going here. They pitch it forward. And trying to turn the corner near side is Bauer, and he does across the 35 and down, or check that. That is Mitchell Wing down to about the 33-yard line, and that will be enough for the first down. And that's one of those situations. Now, the quarterback had tossed it forward, and there was a bobble. If he had dropped that, play's dead right there.
Incomplete pass.
Yep.
So I guess if there's any advantage of not handing it off, maybe that's it. If you know, like I said, if they drop it, it's just a dead ball, incomplete pass instead of a fumble.
Handoff, and able to pick up about 3 yards on the carry is Dominic Bauer. Getting a few carries out of the backfield.
tackle for Deerfield. Nice job by the sophomore defensive lineman.
Brings up a second down and 7. Swing it out. Pass is caught. Trying to turn the corner is Yagi, and he does inside the 20. And tripped up out of bounds right there. That'll be enough for another Lourdes first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver out wide. Got the block that set him free for the first down.
Yagi comes out after getting the first down. Probably getting ready to kick another extra point. Clock stops there as the play went out. Pistol formation. They'll hand it off. Dancing through the hole goes Lewin. He's got room down inside the 5 and tripped up at about the 2-yard line. And we have an injured Deerfield player down. So that'll stop the clock. Not sure what happened there. May have taken a helmet to a knee the way it looked.
Yeah, nice run by Lewin, and unfortunately one of the Deerfield Demons injured on the play. So,
and as we mentioned, they aren't deep.
No, not at all.
So everyone that's suited up tonight pretty much has to play. And I have noticed that they are trying to shuttle in as many guys on the defensive side as possible to keep them somewhat fresh up front, but it's been a uphill climb here.
Yeah, just again, don't have the complete roster, but not many seniors on. Looks like a young team here for Deerfield. A lot of sophomores and juniors on the roster. I have, but again, as we mentioned a few times tonight, not sure what happened with the giving the numbers to Oshkosh Lourdes Academy, but yeah, certainly a lot more on the roster that you have that they gave us.
Yeah, there's about 6, 7 additional kids, but again, I'm wondering where all of them are because they certainly aren't this many kids out there on the field right now for Deerfield. Well, at least they didn't get on the bus. Trying to keep an eye on here. Let's see, Gavin Tyson takes one in for Kimberly. Extra point is good. They now lead Neenah 21-0 in that one. So Bonduel on top of Mishicot tonight, 7-0 after the third quarter has wrapped up. By the way, Kimberly is still the #1 ranked team in Division I, according to the coaches poll and WisSports.net. Neenah comes into tonight's game as the 9th ranked team in the state. Kaukauna is 5th in Division II. West De Pere is 6th. I'm guessing those two are on a playoff collision course again this season. As we come back to action with the injured player being able to get off the field, it'll be first and goal, Lourdes Academy at the 2-yard line. Lewin is the back, gets the carry to the goal line, touchdown. And with that, it is 34-7, Lourdes Academy with an extra point yet to come.
Yeah, good to see Lewin capping off that drive. Had the nice run that set up the short touchdown run as we are an extra point away from making this 28 points margin for the Knights.
Yeah, Ridenauer was the main back for Lourdes in the first half. Snap a little ugly, but the kick is good. So make it 35-7, and we'd better make it a 30-second break this time so we don't miss another onside kick attempt. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Don't forget, Gary will be right back here next week for the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week as it's Oshkosh West taking on Oshkosh North. Pregame at 6:50, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Score here tonight, all Lourdes Academy, 35-7. Yagi kicks off deep, and it'll be taken in the end zone for a touchback. I understand the safety element of the automatic touchback, but the return man there would have had about 30 yards with no one in front of him. Checking with the official as to why that was blown dead. Adam Cease was the return man.
Yeah, in high school, if you catch it with any part of your foot in the end zone, automatic dead ball to the 20-yard line. Seeing more and more kickers these days. And again, strong wind on their back.
Yep. I would say that kicking at the high school level hasn't made the same incredible leap that we've seen at definitely at the pro level or at college now. Handoff, plowing forward is Jackson Droback, and he's out to about the 26-yard line. 27, gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah, now if you're Deerfield, I think again, sort of you had a pretty much tail of almost the same thing the first half, the second half. Slow start, and Lourdes Academy has taken advantage, and this was the situation in the first half where down 14, they were able to get 7 back. So again, very important drive here for the Demons.
And they will hand it off. Trying to come to the near side is Drexler, and he's dragging tacklers down to about the 27, 28-yard line. They'll bring up a third down and 2. And you also, grant you, kids play both ways, but you don't seem as tired when you're on offense as you are when you're on defense. And the Deerfield defense has been on the field the entire second half, following kicking to Lourdes to start the half, and then the onside kick recovery by Lourdes Academy. So third down and 2. Anderson will play fake, straight drop, has time, throws well short of the intended target, then takes a big shot in the backfield as well.
I think 4-down territory here, I believe, for Coach Swager.
Here's the thing. You don't convert. Now you're giving Lourdes a super short field, and another touchdown and extra point makes it running clock. So they're going to punt.
Yeah, I would take that chance.
What do the analytics say? Where should we go for it here?
The analytics say you go for it.
Where's Mike McDonald from the Dolphins? He'd be going for it. Another squib punt that bounces away from a Lourdes blocker who didn't know it was right behind him there, and it'll be down at the 45-yard line. So the Knights, great field position again. I mean, outside of that one that started on the 2-yard line, they have had great field position all night.
Yeah, it's been outstanding. And again, here, as you mentioned, Jonathan, an opportunity here to make this a running clock if they can convert 7 more points. As they've really come out of the locker room on fire. Whereas I think Deerfield, again, just the lack of numbers is just, I think, the fatigue is caught up with them. As right now, I think the Knights, anything they want to do offensively, they've been able to do here in the second half.
Yep. Let's see if they stay on the ground here. It was a ground and pound attack there on the last drive. Lindahl will throw. Pass is dropped.
Yeah, nice pass on the slant. Should have been caught, but unfortunately, unable to come up with it.
Hit Makiros right in the 5, and he couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, I think also probably heard some footsteps with the safety and the cornerback bearing down on him. They've been very impressed with the junior quarterback here, Wade Lindahl. He's done a nice job throwing the football, and then especially starting the second quarter running the football.
Hands it off, and that is, I believe that's Adam Dinnigan. Is that right? Was that 33? 32. Riley Zernzak getting the carry there. There we go. And that'll be enough for another Lourdes first down back into Deerfield territory.
Yeah, the Knights having great success just running right behind the center and guards tonight.
Play fake, got time. Lindahl, will take off himself and get it up to about the 32-yard line. That'll be enough for another Lourdes first down. I know we had talked in the pregame, we didn't get a chance to play it with Deerfield head coach Derek Swieger, that his linebackers would have to be very good today, and they are making pretty much all of the tackles right now. Not stuffing anything up front. All hands off. Zinzak trips over a man across the 30 and down to about the 27-yard line. But again, gain of 5 on first down. Trips right this time. They send the man in motion, and again, it's a jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner is Wing. Does so and gets shoved out of bounds. Comes up a little gimpy there at the end. At about the 21-yard line, that'll be enough for another Knights first down.
I've seen that play numerous times tonight with a lot of success for the Knights. That time, Wing, the recipient of the reception.
That's just padding stats there. Work out of that pistol formation again. This time Lindahl will roll out. Plenty of time. Throws to the end zone. Got a man wide open. Caught for the touchdown. This time Makiros was able to hang on to it. And that'll make it 41-7 Lourdes Academy.
Yeah, great play call there. Again, when you've been able to have all the success that the Knights have been able to do running the football, it just makes it that much tougher on the defense when those play action fakes happen. And that time, the Knights receiver wide open in the end zone, and Lindahl able to get the touchdown pass. And a key extra point coming up here, Jonathan.
Yes. From an announcer standpoint who has a lot of equipment to break down, this is an important extra point. Snap good, kick on the way, and it's good. 42-7, Lourdes Academy on top. That means running clock here for the rest of the night. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
Marlins came back to win.
All right, so we're having a little chat off the air here about some baseball, and everyone's favorite team, the Chicago Cubs, could get knocked out of the playoffs tonight, courtesy of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, the Marlins came down, scored 4 runs in the 8th. They knocked off the Pirates 4-3, and the Brewers lead the Cubs 3-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning behind the pitching of Colin Ray and Bryce Wilson, shutting down the Cubs in a must-win situation.
Oh, you hate to see it, don't you?
Oh, I know. I'm so sad. So sad. Yeah, so that holds up. The Cubs will be eliminated in the last 2 games at American Family Field. Will be pretty much meaningless.
Yep. Brewers, by the way, would be in action Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if necessary, in the wild card. All games in Milwaukee.
Against Miami now.
Yes.
Well, depending if the Cubs, I mean,
yep.
More and more likely.
It'd be even better if it was like 75% Cubs fans at the game tonight. Their team gets knocked out. All right, so here comes Deerfield, down 35. And bringing it out on the right side and getting up slowly, and that's something you don't want to see, is Jackson Droback, who was fairly effective running the football there in the first half, but now it looks like he's going to have to come off. May have turned an ankle.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be okay.
Again, I don't know if you can really tell from the shot that we have, but there's not more than 10 kids on that Deerfield sideline for subs.
I'll show you the bench after this play.
Okay. Handoff, and that is Drexler across the left-hand side out across the 25 and out to about the 27-yard line. It'll bring up another 3rd down and 3 here for the Demons.
So that's the bench for Deerfield Demons.
Yep. And I mean, to be expected, this is Division 7 football. But, boy, it just does not give you any room for injuries, illnesses.
That's the problem. You know, when you get this point of the year, kids get dinged up and are out, you know, because of medical reasons.
Yep.
And
I heard on Football Friday night, as the handoff goes to Drexler, and he gets the 1st down. A couple weeks ago, some guy called in for a report, and small school game like this, and he said it was really an impressive win because their starting quarterback, he's at his brother's wedding this weekend.
all right.
Priorities.
Yes.
So, I mean, obviously it was the rehearsal dinner Friday night, and he was probably in the wedding party, so you got to be there.
You got to question the planning of that wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if we got a brother playing high school football.
The only thing that could have possibly been on my wedding date was Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. And that did not happen, but we had TVs ready to go in case. Pitch goes out to Drexler off the left-hand side, turns the corner, gets inside the 30 or outside the 35. I checked that. That was actually Zach Hansen who took the pitch that time. Gain of 7 again. They bring up 2nd down and 3. Clock will continue to run all the way down to the end of the quarter here as we have a 35-point spread. Good practice for the first 1 or 2 rounds of the upcoming WIA playoffs as well. Play fake. Anderson keeps it himself and dives forward out to about the 44. That'll be enough for another Deerfield 1st down.
Yeah, I think you make a good point, John. And I know that's always been a point of contention is that first round of the high school playoffs. There are so many blowout games and running clocks. You're right. I mean, I wish the WIA would take a look at less teams in the football playoffs, just because that first week is. I mean, it's almost shocking if a high seed gets beat.
Yeah,
it just doesn't happen.
Travis online for you here. He'll give you the stats. Oh, last year there were 18% of games upsets. Okay, great. Pass out to the far side for Hansen, and he fights forward for about 3 yards. I think the all-time, one of the worst games I ever had to cover, it was Kimberly, and they hosted Green Bay East in the first round of the playoffs. And this was pre-35-point spread running clock even in the first half. Final score was 70-0. And all I can think of is just watching the kids out there from East. You don't even enjoy making the playoffs when that happens. It's like, man, why do we have to come here and get our, just our butts kicked in this game? This time, Deerfield goes with a tight formation. Fake the pitch. And the pass near sideline is caught. And taking it down the sideline for the touchdown will be Eli Key. And that cuts it down to now a 29-point deficit for the Demons.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. It's coming back.
Coming back. Legal man downfield. Yeah, the flag, I was thinking if you could see that official right on the Titan mascot, so it's sort of hard to see. Oh, boy, you hate to see it. It was a legal man downfield, and, you have one of those where the quarterback runs out, probably, feel bad for the Demons as a great execution of a play, but all for naught.
That would have been their biggest offensive play of the night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and Keys had a nice game. He's been probably, both had the interception early and then the couple of really nice catches, and that one he took it to the house, but unfortunately brought back.
So it'll make it 2nd and 13. Score remains 42-7. Not sure why the clock has stopped.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
Go down there and start banging on the window. Because believe me, If you know anything about me, I'm going to be the clock police here for this. Drexler up the middle, making some people miss and getting inside the 45 down to about the 47-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play. It'll break up a 3rd down and 7.
Or is that a stipulation if you have a touchdown called back? Is that maybe?
No.
No?
No.
Should keep going?
It should have continued to run after the touchdown.
Okay.
Running clock means running clock. We added that a couple of years back in high school basketball as well. Mostly to save us older refs a few more steps. Anderson will keep it himself on the left side. Got a lot of room to work with. Makes a man miss and then gets the 1st down yardage. So Deerfield will retain possession here as we head into the 4th quarter of play. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week. Drexel with another carry for Deerfield, and a drag down near the 1st down marker at the 37-yard line. And on the tackle is Donovan Hemminghaus, a junior defensive back. Going to mark him just short of the 1st down, bring up a 2nd down and 1.
Couple scores to report. Kimberly still leading 21-0 in the 4th, and Kaukauna still up 7-0 over Appleton North now in the 4th quarter, and Oshkosh West took the lead over Appleton East.
All right. And again, that game originally scheduled to be our game here tonight at Titan Stadium, but then was moved to the new on-campus field at West. And we have a whistle, flags. We're going to get the old ineligible downfield again. Yes, we will. Took a touchdown off the board late in the 3rd quarter for Deerfield, that same infraction. Next week, the Game of the Week will be here again, as it will be Oshkosh West and Oshkosh North.
That'll be shaping up to be a big game now for Oshkosh West.
Yes.
Always a big game between the crosstown rivals, but even might have even more meaning for Oshkosh West. I think I've really got a up-and-coming program. We did a game a couple weeks ago when they played Neenah, and they struggled early, but really played well in the second half.
2nd down 7 here as the sidearm pass is caught on the far side. Adam Cease able to turn it up and get it across the 30 and down inside about the 20. Now they're going to mark him at the 30, so he stepped out there. That will be enough for a Deerfield 1st down.
I think Joey D will be joining me next Friday night.
Okay.
So 2 weeks, we got 2 weeks left in the regular season, don't we?
Yes,
Man.
we do.
Goes so fast.
Well, when you start in the middle of August, you get done sooner. Let's just put it that way. I will say one thing. There have been far fewer games where I found myself freezing in the press box. Drexler again off left side, down to about the 29.
Yeah, and other than a couple weeks ago, weather-wise, we've been really lucky on Friday nights. We had a delay a few weeks. Trying to remember what game we were at, where we had a few delays and a little bit of rain. Where that was, of course, the one game where I was doing the camera outside in the elements. That was not a lot of fun.
Get out the clear tarp. Second down and 5 coming up here for Deerfield. Again, running clock for the rest of the game with Lourdes Academy up by 35. Flags fly right at the snap. Straight drop. Anderson will now come near side. Pass is caught. And stumbling down. And that is caught by Evan Groswald.
And we got a false start, illegal procedure.
Yep.
So another penalty on Deerfield that's sort of shooting themselves in the foot here this drive. Had a touchdown called back and a couple more penalties even after that.
Seems like they've had the ball for a long time, though, too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lourdes Academy, actually Deerfield came out, attempted an onside kick to start the third quarter. Lourdes recovered, went down for a touchdown. Then Lourdes did an onside kick, recovered that, went down for a touchdown. So Deerfield's defense was on the field for quite a while, and now Lourdes' defense has been on the field for most of the second half of the third quarter and all of the fourth so far. Swinging out far side, nice open field tackle there. And let's see, who was that? Santiago.
Yep.
Yeah, with the nice open field tackle there. Brings up a third down and a 10. Up next for Lourdes Academy, they will take on St. Mary Catholic next Friday in Fox Crossing. Deerfield will be at Johnson Creek, who is at the top of the Trailways Conference. Anderson play fakes to no one, and now comes to the near side for Hansen. Down the sideline, and he gets inside the 10 before going out of bounds.
I think you bring him back right there.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be back to the 13. Okay. I understand the play calls for a read option, but there was no one there.
Assuming somebody didn't go where they were
Yes.
supposed to, but the quarterback's like, the heck with it.
That's right.
I'm following through with the fake where that running back was supposed to go.
Unreal. Maybe that's something that happens in Madden as well.
Sure.
You know, a little glitch, that's all. We play Madden football now. That's all this is. All this spread stuff and video game football. Low snap. Anderson handles, though. Comes near side. Almost intercepted. That could have been a pick six. Matt Yagi unable to pull it in. And it'll bring up a second down and 10 now from the 13-yard line.
I don't know if it's just us. Last week, I think we had 3 potential pick sixes between Neenah and Appleton North all dropped, and that one right there, too, probably would have went the other way, was dropped.
And neither of those teams throw the ball very much. This time, play fake again to a real person. Anderson throws to the pylon, incomplete. And now another injured.
We have a cramping
Yeah,
issue.
it looks like it. One of his teammates trying to stretch him out best he can. Not that warm here tonight, but again, these kids go both ways at this level. So injured players probably been out there for at least 70, 80 plays here so far tonight. Now we got double cramping. Got both legs lifted. That is the worst. I get those in bed more often,
Yeah.
you know, where you
Yeah.
straighten out a leg and then you realize you shouldn't have straightened out that leg. Yikes.
Yeah, another sign of us getting old. I know
Yep.
exactly what you're going through.
Well, it never fails. It's a day where I didn't get enough fluids, and for me, it's a dehydration issue. We should have been keeping track of all the stuff we've been talking about today. A lot of non-football
yeah.
stuff here in the second half. Or football adjacent stuff.
Hey,
All right, so he is up, and that is yet another player I don't have on my roster, 86, or am I seeing something?
66.
66. Oh, wait, that's Noah McGinn.
Yep.
6'3", 170. And I need to do some math here. He is a sophomore. So 3rd down and 10 coming up. In what has been a quick-moving 4th quarter because we're in running clock situation. Pitch going out far side, got some room, trying to get to the end of the corner. Cease, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 1st down marker. Let's see if they gave him enough.
I think they did.
Yep.
Just inside that 1st down.
Yep, down to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal now for Deerfield.
Over 7 minutes. Well, actually, take that more because they started with this drive
Yes.
at the end of the 3rd quarter, didn't
Yep,
they?
they did. So
It's
this
probably
is
been about a 10-minute drive with a touchdown called back. I don't even know how many plays.
that's right.
It's been a lot of plays.
Yep, there were some penalties in there that didn't even count as plays. Bunch formation, and now they split the ends. Hand it off. Dancing in the backfield, spinning off and getting the end zone is Cease for the touchdown. 42-13, no flags this time, so it'll count. And
A couple players shaken up.
yeah, including one of the Lourdes players who made the initial contact in the backfield, and he's struggling. So training staff from both sides out to take a look at players. And one of them I think is more of an assistant coach. He initially just started walking away from the player that's down at about the 5-yard line. And I think that might be Cease, actually, the touchdown scorer that's injured in the end zone. So why don't we break away, let them do their thing out on the field, and when we come back, we'll have the extra point. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
All right, so the injured players on the touchdown play were able to get off here. Trenton Bergeron was the injured player for Deerfield. As you can see, laboring to the sideline is the Harlan Keene, a freshman linebacker for Lourdes Academy. On to attempt the extra point is McGinn, who actually limped off the field a moment ago with some cramping. Snap good, kick on the way, low line drive, and made it through. So 42-14 is our score now. Take one more break here before the kickoff. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
All right, so I'd imagine Deerfield will be attempting an onside kick, trailing by 28 with 4:05 left to go.
Yeah, why not? They've tried it earlier and
Yes, unsuccessfully.
keep trying. So the hands team on for, if they have one, I would.
Again, at this level, it's pretty much everybody's the hands team.
I see a lot of low numbers, so I'm assuming
Yep.
this is their 1, 8, 2. No 50s, 60s, or 70s on that
Nope.
50-yard line.
What I always look for is, oh boy, now we got to have the guy come out and hold for the onside kick.
Yeah, that's really going to throw them off.
Yep, it will. This is where I would always prefer to go with like a line drive kick right at a guy up front. You never know. They will squib it down.
That's what they tried.
And then take a knee at the 27-yard line. So well done there by Mitchell Wing. So Lourdes Academy will be able to come out and pretty much run this game out, as we are under running clock here, as we had the 35-point deficit at one point here in the second half. Seeing any more updates there on scores, or?
Let me take a look.
Okay.
Oshkosh West blown away now. Appleton East 33-15. Notre Dame 42-14 over Menasha.
Wow.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, you know, Menasha started the year with a couple of tough big losses and had reeled off, I believe, 5 straight wins.
Appleton North got a fourth quarter touchdown. They tied it 7-7. Brilliant 21-14 over Chilton. That's a good one. Two really good small school teams at Brilliant right now. Yep. DePere 28-7 over Preble.
All right.
In our area.
While Gary continues to look, Lucas Noyens is in at quarterback for the Knights now, a 5'9", 148-pound freshman. So a good opportunity to get him a little bit of experience.
And it is a final. Jonathan Kimberly shut out Nina 21-0.
Okay.
So the Papermakers set themselves up for another conference championship.
Jet sweep, this one to David Miller, who is around the left-hand side and picks up about 4 on the play out to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up a third down and about 2 for the Knights.
I know you need to hear this one, Jonathan.
Bayport?
The Mighty Bayport Pirates. 56. Ashwaubenon. I don't know what happened to Ashwaubenon.
Oh, man.
0. They used to have a really...
They did. They were one of the best D2 schools in the state for a number of years.
Ken Golomsky, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. The mustache.
They have fallen on hard times.
Well, I think if you ask a lot of athletic directors who joined into that Fox River Classic Conference, you saw a drop-off in a number of programs after that happened. Green Bay Preble was always good at football too, and now they've struggled for years. 4th down and 2 after that little dive play. And with a minute 15 left, I mean, Lourdes Academy could run a play here. Clock will continue to run regardless because of the 35-point rule. Looks like that's what we're going to choose to do. So they'll wait for the back judge to start giving them the countdown on the play clock. Lourdes takes a snap, breaks a couple tackles in the backfield, pushes forward, and is going to be very close to the first down. I think he got it.
They did give it to him.
Yep.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, so nice job by the freshman coming in off the bench. There's some tough running to pick up the needed yardage, and Lourdes will not need to run another play. So our final score tonight is Lourdes Academy 42, Deerfield 14. We'll have a short post-game show coming up next. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Final score tonight, Lourdes Academy 42, Deerfield 14. Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski wrapping things up here tonight from Titan Stadium. And Gary, for Lourdes Academy, a nice bounce back after a very underwhelming performance against Johnson Creek last week.
Yeah, and I think I'm sure they heard about it. You know, had a hard week of practice and rebounded very nicely. And we were just talking, in that last time about how identical this game, each half was. Almost, picture perfect of how each half started, with Lourdes Academy 2 touchdowns right away, and then the Demons scoring a touchdown there. So again, a big win for the Knights now, who wrap up, get a playoff berth, and play, I believe, St. Mary Catholic next week.
Correct.
Another game that's very winnable for them. So for them now, it's getting some momentum headed to the playoffs. And for Deerfield, I think this probably they got Johnson Creek next week, and Johnson Creek definitely probably the king of the crop in the conference. So, but nice win, homecoming here at Lourdes Academy. Nice crowd. Of course, you got all the floats, the band.
Yep.
And I like these.
The 2 floats.
Yeah, 4. They had 4.
Oh, 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah, congratulations to the sophomore for taking first place over the seniors.
That away.
Seems somewhat, heard a lot of grumbly.
Yeah, there was controversial there during the fourth quarter.
So big win for the Knights, as now it's 2 more weeks in the regular season before it's playoff time.
Yeah, so with the win, Lourdes Academy improves to 4-1 in the Trailways Conference. They are 5-2 overall, as you mentioned, 2 winnable games the rest of the year. That'll be important for playoff seeding. The hope for the Knights is that they will be able to host at least a first-round game. Deerfield falls to 1-4 in the conference, 2-5 overall, and they're going to need some help if they're going to make the WIA postseason. As always, we would like to thank our participating sponsors tonight: Creative Imprint, Myron Construction, and of course Fox Communities Credit Union. They are your main sponsor for the video stream game of the week, which next week will be right back here at Titan Stadium. Oshkosh West taking on Oshkosh North in the Crosstown Showdown. Joey D and Gary will be back for that one. 6:50 pregame, 7 o'clock kick. And we were talking a little bit here during our second half blowout action here that for Oshkosh West, these games becoming very important because it looks like they could be a playoff team.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at big win tonight over Appleton East, and played a very good Kakonda team right down to the wire last week, losing 42-35. So as I said, I think that program is on the upswing, and Oshkosh North, they've also really struggled this year. So a very winnable game next week for the Wildcats, and Joey D and myself will be here. I wish we could not have to change the equipment at all and just keep it
Just
right
leave
here.
it here, yeah.
But there's a pretty big college football game taking place here tomorrow between Oshkosh and Whitewater, so I'm sure this booth will be needed, so we'll have to
Vacate the premises.
and come back on Friday.
All right. And again, you can tune that in next week. Gary, I appreciate it. Thank you very
bet.
much. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this afternoon and this evening. Sorry about the technical issues off the top, but you can always watch it on the replay on YouTube and on the scorewi.com. Till next Friday night, hope